Choosing the right EPM platform is really hard. Endless RFPs, demos that all blend together, and evaluation teams burning out before the implementation even kicks off. We're building a centralized platform to help CFOs, PMOs, and evaluation teams have a more consistent and data-centric approach to software selection. Here's how it works. Right before software vendor's demo, every single project stakeholder receives an automatic email containing a magic link. And that magic link takes them right to their personalized evaluation form. So no offline spreadsheets, no chaos, no messy logins. In this example, we're evaluating IBM across 30 different requirements, rolling each of the requirements into different categories. In fact, all of the project stakeholders have a consistent set of requirements that they need to rate the vendors on, providing a more objective and data-centric approach to these software evaluations. We can grade each vendor across the requirements in terms of fit, like saying IBM is a good match for intercompany eliminations. We can also grade the implementation effort from completely out of the box to a full-blown custom development build. Additionally, we can also input our confidence, which is going to be a good signal for our project owners to have them understand where is the team aligned and feel confident behind some of these rankings and where we might need follow-up demos or validation. Project owners can also guide the project stakeholders by providing evidence guidance to really give them a good idea of what they need to look out for in these different demos. And as all the project stakeholders sign off and submit their ratings, project owners can start analyzing the data in real time. And from that project owner perspective, they actually log into the platform where they can manage the entire evaluation, coordinate demos, and even track progress by all of the different project participants. The overview dashboard gives them an instant top-down view of the entire evaluation, from percentage of completion to how many of the requirements are met by these different vendors, or even understanding the average confidence across the entire evaluation team. Of course, the system can highlight the initial vendor rankings, and we can see that Oracle's in first place and IBM's trailing behind a little bit because of those 4 must-have failures. Additionally, project owners can track the status of all of these different participants, who's completed, who's in progress, and who might even need a little bit of a gentle reminder. The Analytics Center highlights all of the key signals for the evaluation. Not just the leading vendor, but what's the team confidence and alignment on that leading vendor? Do we have any must-have fails, and what are we looking at in terms of implementation effort? The system also highlights which vendors are winning from which team's perspective, and lets project owners understand, is there alignment between finance, IT, and the end users? Category winners are also highlighted by the system, so we can see which vendors are leading which groups of different categories, while full vendor comparisons and also detailed data is available right at these project owners' fingertips. As a leading vendor starts to emerge, and we have a top vendor in mind, the system can also start the internal justification process by highlighting with a little executive summary, what's the recommended vendor and their risk-adjusted score, what's the team confidence behind that selection, what are the key strengths of this particular vendor, what's the risk, and what is their performance by different categories. However, in case priorities change or different requirements drop out of the evaluation criteria, project owners can toggle over to the Scenario tab to finalize their what-if analysis. So in this example, we can exclude consolidation and AI out of the scope. And maybe we want to increase the importance of reporting by 50%. So just by toggling with these different buttons and chips and these toggles, we can quickly sort and prioritize new requirements, almost run an alternative evaluation on those same vendors. And the system's going to highlight the impact of those changes right away and let us know if there's a change. In this example, we can see the before and after, where we have completely different vendor recommendations based on the new requirements. Although it's just the beginning for us, the goal here is to really make evaluation teams be a little bit more objective, more data-centric, and to help them go through these software evaluations with more consistency.